Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to race number 20. We're at Pikes Peak, and I'm once again joined by Cody Hayner. Cody, thank you for joining me tonight again.
My pleasure.
The AI cars are running around qualifying invisibly because NR is like that. Riles currently looks to be on the pole with Lamas in second. Cody Lamas, of course, taking a very exciting win last week at Orlando.
Drivers,
oh man.
to your cars.
Yeah, that was probably one of the best races I've seen in quite a while.
Honestly, if you were to do a top 10 of the best finishes of the regular season, once we start transitioning into the chase, that race will probably be on the number one spot. We still have another Super Speedway race to go, though, at Armory Digital Super Speedway. So, who knows? We might have another 3-wide finish, maybe even a 4-wide finish. That track is wide enough. But that's for a later time. Right now we're at Pikes Peak, like I said. Riles is on the pole alongside Cody Lamas, Kiro, and Ravenhurst in row number 4. Okay, again, I'm doing the starting lineup. Spencer and Carpenter in row number 3.
Then we got Merzlach and Dalton in row number 4.
Kiro and Kaiser in row number 5.
Then we have Bledsoe and Mick, whatever, in row 6.
Legacy, Takita, and Cousins in there to round out the top 15.
Well,
Pace car is in. They go into the invisible restart zone. And the green flag is out. We are underway at Pikes Peak.
Yeah, I kind of got distracted by my phone. Should not be looking at my phone while I'm split between the booth and driving.
Remember, kids, don't text and drive.
To most kids, I suggest not being in two places at once either.
Oh yeah, that's true. Doing the whole trans-dimensional being in the booth while also racing. Lamas and Asami Kiro side by side for second. Here comes Austin Spencer trying to get to Lamas' quarter panel off the turn number 2. Riles pulling out to an early lead.
Yeah, Lamas has just got to find a spot and tuck down in there. You do not want to be on the high line here at whatsoever.
3 wide, just outside the top 10. Kaiser stuck up, outside of the groove. We'll lose several spots, and the 3 wide again going through turn 1 and out of turn number 2.
Yeah, Cousins really pushed it down in there.
Kiro's taking the spot from Lamas. He's able to fall in line ahead of Austin Spencer. Spencer winning back at Sonoma. He's in a solid position in points right now. But the driver that we are going to take a look at several times today, most likely, will be Jesse Dalton. He managed to get himself into 25th. He's above the cutoff line for winners. He just needs to pass a couple of other people who have also won races this season in order to be able to qualify for the chase, because we have 15 winners and only 12 will make it into the chase.
It's been one of those seasons where it's been anybody's race every week. No one really dominating the season.
One driver that can say they've at least been up front most of it is Ravenhurst in the 47. 3 wins this season, 2 at road courses, Old Spice and Canadian Tire, as well as a win in the longest race of the season at Auto Club.
Yeah. Maybe he's just got the best endurance, being able to
It's a
tough it out.
driver.
They. Go neutral.
Okay.
Just able to tough it out the longest, you know. You have to have that test out the one at the longest race and a couple of road courses, which take a lot out of a driver.
That is certainly true, but Merzlak, another road course race or road course winner this season. He has 2 wins, one at Phoenix, one at Montreal a few weeks ago. He's got 2 wins this season. Carpenter, also 2 wins this season. He's right behind his teammate in the 48.
I've noticed a small gap trying to start to develop between the top 12 and people behind them. But it looks like they're catching back up.
The top 13 or so, mostly single file, though there are some battles on track. McWhorter trying to take 12th away from the 12th car of Cousins. Carpenter also takes the spot away from Lamas. Carpenter is pretty much the Martin Truex Jr. of the season. He's been up front, has a couple of wins, he's led a bunch of laps. Pretty good season so far for him. Leading the standings as well certainly helps.
Yeah, he's just got to be able to manage to find a way to do that throughout the playoffs.
That is certainly true. Because the playoffs, just because the regular season, you win and you're in the playoffs as long as you qualify within the top 25 in points and or the top 12 drivers to win a race, in the case because we have more than 12 winners. But once you reach the chase, just because you win a race does not mean you automatically advance to the next round. You still have to be consistent in the chase if you want to have any hopes of making it to Atlanta alive.
And like I say, anything can happen when, time for the playoffs. That goes for any sport. Just ask the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mm-hmm. Hunter Kiro now making a move on Ravenhurst for the 8th position. Ravenhurst gets the run off the corner, though.
But not enough. Skier's going to be back below in 1 and 2.
Dalton also taking a peek in there. Can he shove the nose to the inside of the 47 going into turn 3? He will. Get side by side to the door of the 47.
Now, what I like about the 92 is that they didn't immediately slide up to that high line. They kept it low. That way the 9 didn't just get right underneath of them.
Yep. Hunter pulls away as well as Dalton and Ravenhurst battle side by side. Cousins to the inside of the 83 of Kaiser for 11th.
And it looks like we may have a battle for second here pretty soon.
Yep, Carpenter is catching Asami. She's been fast ever since joining Pathfinder Racing. But Carpenter has been faster this season.
Carpenter is running similar lap speeds to Riles.
Actually, he was faster the last lap. It was a 27:09 to a 27:17.
Yeah, he really stepped it up that lap. The previous lap they were pretty even, but that lap, Carpenter
actually is the fastest car on track. His fastest lap, a 26:60 or 26:7 basically, if you want to round up. Riles, also a 26:7, but if you want to get real technical, 26:695 with a 26:703. So they're running pretty quick lap times here.
Yeah, I was going to say, Carpenter was lower than the leader that lap, but that's because he caught the 29 at a bad spot.
Yep.
And lost momentum.
Riles almost 2 seconds ahead of the 29 and 88.
The 88 can manage to get around the 29. The 88 can catch up.
Yeah, and set sail here. Austin Spencer is doing a pretty good job so far in the running here. Running 5th. Hasn't had the best of seasons, but he does have a win. He's in a solid points position. No doubt he can make it at least to round number 2 of the chase.
Might have a battle here for 6th also.
Yep. Alan Bledsoe and Steven Merzlak. Merzlak has the spot for now, but Alan Bledsoe has been trailing the 7, trying to find a way to round him the last few laps. Might also have a battle for 8th here brewing with Dalton and Hunter.
Yeah, we get outside the top 10. We do have some side-by-sides.
That's John Mullen in the 56, won a couple weeks ago at Dover. Looks like the 78 of Quickborn tried to get to his inside. Quickborn, of course, earlier this season basically took out Jesse Dalton, who was leading at Vermont. Was suspended for 5 races. He came back. He's currently last in standings, but he's trying to make up for it. Hasn't had very much luck, though. Doing pretty good this race early on. He's battling for just outside the top 10 position. Cousins currently holding on to that 11th spot, though.
'29 still doing a great job of keeping the 88 behind them.
Yeah, and it looks like, actually, I just looked at the interval, and it looks like Asami may have been pushed by Carpenter and gained some time on Riles. And gained some time there, as did Carpenter. So it looks like Carpenter and Asami might be either working together to get up to Riles, or just Asami's pushing her car more because of Carpenter trying to get around her.
Yeah, I was gonna say, somebody's doing a great job of keeping it on the bottom, and you know you can't really make a pass here on the high side.
Yeah.
Unless there's a huge speed difference.
In the meantime, we might have a battle for 4th.
Yeah, Lamas qualified well, but
Not having the strong car early on in this race.
yeah, maybe focus too much on qualifying trim and then get the race trim down.
Meanwhile, Dalton and Hunter have been battling for position. Although, may not look like it. Dalton has been trying to find ways around Hunter for the past maybe 10 laps. Hasn't found a way around him yet, but he's still looking.
And Bourne just passed Cousins for 11th.
Yep, and now here comes Mullen for 12th.
Yeah, you get pushed up to that high side and you get shuffled back in a hurry.
It's even worse when you have no one behind you like Cousins. Of course, I say that now. Jennifer Legacy jumps up to the high side. Ravener's still fighting hard on the inside, though. McCorder also losing spots, potentially. Manages to get the run off the corner to get clear of Tang, though, but here comes Tang back on the inside. Ooh, looks like Craigo gave Tang a shot going into the corner there.
Say, Ishtar just tucked down underneath of Hayner.
Yep. Ishtar trying to make the move on the 6. Hayner looks to get the run on the high side, though.
Yeah, what helped Hayner through that turn was the fact that the 99 stayed high with him.
Yep. But now
The 6 and the 99 working together. I feel like I've seen that somewhere before.
And Hayner's now clear of Ishtar, thanks to Kyle Corbett in the 99. Now here comes the two of Ryan Vaughn trying to get to the 99 of Corbett. Hasn't quite gotten the run off the corner. Damn, we're already 30 laps into this race? Holy shit. Oh, Bledsoe just made the move on Merzlak for the 6th position. Riles also beginning to pull away from the 29.88 once again. Looks like Kaiser's been slowly catching the 9 and the 92 as well.
Yeah, I got battle for 17th still going on. Well, did for a few seconds.
Yep.
Now it's just getting hard to pass either way.
By the looks of it, yeah, as these tires wear down. Bledsoe now to the inside of Spencer. That is for the 5th position.
Well, we do have one pass to Legacy going around Ravenhurst for 15th.
I went the wrong direction. I went to the back of the field instead of the front of the field. Or I cycled forwards in track position instead of backwards. Anyways, here comes McWhorter now to the inside of Ravenhurst.
Ooh. Did Craigo give Tang a little shot to push him up? Right there?
Let's take a look at that.
It was close. It might have just been the angle I was looking at, and it might not have actually been that close.
Oh no, he gave him a shot. I looked at the roof cam. Craigo got in the tank just enough to get him loose. Still hasn't been able to pass him though. That's just how hard it is to pass on worn tires at this place. Spencer now stuck on the high side. Merzlak now to the inside for 6th.
Weirdly enough, Hayner's trying to pass Craigo on the outside.
Maybe as the run goes on, the outside can hold its ground.
Maybe the outside is, like I said, better once tires wear down.
Hunter Kiro also stuck on the high side. Merzlak lost a whole bunch of time there somehow. And now here comes Jesse Dalton trying to get to the inside of the 92, going into turn 1.
I was going to say, Craigo finally cleared Hayner again.
Ishtar also trying to get clear of Hayner. Not going to do it this time by. Ooh, pit stops. 25 is in. Dalton is in. Asami's going to come down pit road this time. She drops down to the apron. Bledsoe, Lamas, Kiro, Kaiser, Mullen, Bourne, and more coming in. Biles also on pit road. Carpenter is the leader. I totally missed that Riles was on pit road until just now, actually. Carpenter's going to pull in this time. Merzlak coming in as well, as does the other Bledsoe. Ooh, almost a close call with people exiting and entering the pits there.
Didn't look like we had particularly fast pit stops here. With how you said that Riles was one of the first down and how long it out. And I'm having that issue where all the Ford models have pushed in front ends. All the Fords and Dodges.
That is an odd glitch considering I don't think anybody made contact on pit road.
Yeah.
think Carpenter had a slower stop than the 29. Because he's lost time to Asami there.
Say Riles just cycled back around second, but the 99's on pit road, so.
Yeah. Corbett's currently scored as the leader, but that's going to change once Riles crosses the line. Riles and Corbett, of course, teammates. And Jesse gained several spots on pit road. He's up to 6th when he was previously 8th. Lamas losing a bunch of spots on pit road. He was, what, 4th, and now he's 7th.
Wow, the speed Riles had that lap compared to people behind him. He's about 2/10 faster.
Riles easily having one of the strongest cars today.
I mean, before the pit stops, we could have argued Carpenter was the strongest, just couldn't get past 29, but now, definitely Riles.
Already 2/5 of the way done with this race as well. We're approaching halfway.
Ah, there we go. Carpenter's getting back up to speed.
Still a slower lap than Riles last time by. Looks like he's still a 10th off from Riles. Riles ran a 26.81, while Carpenter ran a 26.94.
Yeah, Carpenter was in fact slower than Kiro that lap. By about 200.
Yeah.
Probably 22,000.
Oh, that's why. Ryan Vaughn has damage to his front end. Probably contact on pit road. That's probably why you have that glitch.
Huh. Yeah, just the other one models were showing it also. Oh, we got 3 wide on the backstretch.
You say on backstretch and I go like totally ass backwards. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, 99, 81, and the 5.
Yep, Onesto going balls to the wall right now. Or at least to the inside of Tang. Mahari's going to try and follow through. Meanwhile, Corbett's going to try and back out of it.
Finally, they thin back to 2.
Looks like Mahari and the 71 backed out of it that time by. Mullins in the top 10 thanks to pit stops.
Riles is starting to catch the tail end of field. And I believe Carpenter's back to being the fastest.
26.83, 26.92, yeah. 26.91, okay. So Carpenter and Riles roughly on equal footing right now.
It's just Riles catching this lap traffic. How's that going to affect his lead?
Well, lap traffic's pretty spread out, so I don't think it's going to affect him that much. Just a matter of how fast he can get around these guys.
Well, technically they're not even lapped yet. So the tail end of the lead lap.
Yeah, it's close enough.
Well, the 88 has caught the 29 again.
It's taking a lot longer, though, this time around. So Sami's crew getting the adjustments right in the right way. I said that weirdly. Spencer caught on the outside. Lamas makes the move into 5th. Here comes Dalton trying to take 6th away from Spencer as well. Merzak now making a move for 9th on Kiro as well.
And Riles finally got around the O2.
Lots of battle for position around the track right now.
I like how the last 2 cars are the 2 and the 02.
Steelman making the move on McWhorter for whatever position that was, 22nd by the looks of it. Chase Martin now side by side with the 84 going through turns 1 and 2. Onesto up there as well. Onesto now making it 3 wide through turn 3. Bit hairy going through that corner there. And like that, Onesto's going to pick up 2 spots.
Well, he decided it was go time.
What was that I said earlier? He's going to balls to the wall now?
Something like that.
I think Onesto's just tired of having not the greatest of seasons.
Huh.
Like, he's on Casey Kane levels of bad season. Which is fitting considering he drives the 5.
Yep.
Prego and Legacy side by side for the 17th position. Riles now side by side with Ryan Vaughn to put him a lap down.
I think Carpenter's just going to have to put his, bumper to bumper to get 2nd.
Mm-hmm. I'm now having the glitch with the front ends on the Ford models.
Yeah. I wonder if that's the game itself or just the mod.
I think it's the mod. So I'm no. Oh, it disappeared.
Yeah. I've had him pop in and out
Yeah, me too.
constantly before, and it's like, what? This makes no sense whatsoever.
I think it's more the mod than anything, because I notice it doesn't happen with other mods. And if it does, it's very, very, very rare.
Yeah.
Paul Bledsoe going to the inside of the 83 for 11th. It's nearing the 3/5 mark of the race. Carpenter to the back bumper of Asami. Taking a peek to the inside. Will this be finally the move he makes to get around the 29? Somehow Asami hangs on.
Like I said, he's going to have to do a bump and run to get that position.
Either bump and run or drive it deep into the corner.
Yeah.
Riles now
Third.
catching lap traffic. That's side by side. That's not going to be good for him.
That or he just pushes one of them past the other and then goes around that one.
As he's doing right now.
And keep in mind, 2nd and 3rd haven't caught the
02 yet.
02
yeah.
yet.
Loms has caught Alan Bledsoe for 4th. Can he make the move? Mullins
Thanks.
caught Austin Spencer. as well.
Yeah. Things may come down to
This last,
second set of pit stops.
that's going to be here in roughly about 10 or so laps. Because that was what, 36 that the first group of cars came down?
Right in there, yeah.
So yeah, about
The 88's looking low again.
in the turn 3, Sami blocks. Carpenter still right on the back bumper.
Yeah, he's just going to have to not, back off and shove it in there.
I think Carpenter's more of a middle ground driver when it comes to aggressiveness as well. He's not necessarily aggressive, but he's not exactly a passive driver either.
There's a time and place for everything, but time, place is to be aggressive.
Yep. I mean, just look at Onesto.
Yep. Perfect example.
I mean, he was battling just outside the top 20. He made it 3 wide twice to make a move. Speaking of making a move, here comes Ishtar to the inside of Corbett for 25th. Riles now puts Gorman a lap down. Sami and Carpenter is going to catch Takita here with the next couple of laps. I think the only thing that's going to hamper Riles right now is either a caution or a very bad pit stop. Because right now, he's almost 4.5 seconds ahead of the 29 and 88.
Yeah, with 5 lap cars between them.
No doubt it's going to quickly become 4 once the 29 and 88 lap the 02, and if Riles cannot catch the 69 fast enough. It's one of those races where it's coming down to a strategy game. Ooh, Llama's got loose in 3 and 4. Dalton's going to try and make the move and take advantage. Llama somehow gets the run off the corner, though, so Dalton can't.
The 88's making the move. Carpenter.
To the inside of the 29. Now as they
Using
race
that-
side by side.
Use that slow car.
Ooh, but Takita came down in front of Carpenter. That might hamper him just slightly. I think, no, Carpenter's pushing Takita past. Carpenter clear of Asami now.
Yeah. That or somebody just decided to let him go.
What was that you said earlier? There's a time and place?
Yep.
I mean, Asami got her out like almost a full second ahead of Carpenter after the pit stops. So we know the 29 crew is pretty fast.
We know the 88 is fast on the track. Now if he can just get past the 02. Just trying to hold him up.
Pit stop's going to be here in a few laps. We know this from earlier when they made the pit stops around the 36 to 38 lap area. Riles stuck up on the high side, though.
Yep.
Carpenter now side by side with Takita.
Finally.
Sami unable to follow for the moment.
And there she is,
Dalton's
down.
come down pit road. Dalton has hit pit road. Anybody else? Spencer's on pit or coming down pit road. Riles now dropping down to pit road.
Looks
Carpenter
like
and Asami stay out.
I thought she was going to drop down, but she was just going around the 2.
Alan Bledsoe pits. Mullen's going to come down pit road. Kiro down pit road as well, as is Ravenhurst. And Legacy and Boston. Chase Marks comes down pit road as well. Asami's trying to make the run back on Carpenter.
I always had contact between the 9 and 97 on pit road.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the 29 and 88 for there for a second, because they almost had contact. Jesse returns to the track.
Dalton pulled out right in front of Riles.
Ooh, close call between Steelman and Spencer.
Well, the 97 is off pit road.
Yep. Now, when does Carpenter pit? Right now, apparently. Because he stayed out a couple extra laps. Riles now trying to get back around Takeda. Those fresh tires. Oh, man. He's already gone. Surprised no one is wrecked coming off. Because one guy's coming off pit road and one guy's entering pit road. They've come
Same
close.
Spot.
But Dalton making a pass on the outside of the 7. As Merzlak now come down pit road. I think Merzlak's the leader as well, so I don't think he hit pit road yet. Carpenter's just now getting off pit road, but Riles is already gone into turn 3 right now.
7's currently scored as the leader. Who's on pit road.
And Dalton has been fighting ever since Vermont, or the race before Vermont, which would have been Phoenix if I recall correctly. No, not Phoenix. Pensacola. See, it was either after Pensacola or Vermont where I found out he was outside the top 25. Ever since then, he's been fighting to get in there. He's running 4th right behind Carpenter and Asami. And Carpenter's actually out ahead of Asami this time. In fact, here comes Dalton trying to make that move.
Oh, that was close.
That was very close. Also, the 20, or not the 29, but the 99 is scored as 2nd place.
Well then.
But I don't see where the 99 is unless he pitted.
That would be my guess.
Oh, yeah, he's just now coming off of pit road right there. So, yeah.
Let's the
Riles
Carpenter.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, let's Carpenter as 2nd now.
Yep. Sami and Dalton now battling for 3rd. With
Allen right there.
Yeah. So the 9 and 24, very fast pit stops compared to the 88 and 29. Dalton and his crew doing what they need to make sure Dalton can get up as far up in points as he possibly can as we get closer and closer to the chase. Because after today, there will only be 6 races left.
I think 97 has this short of a yellow.
Yeah. I mean, Riles is coming to 20 to go this time by. Literally, there's only 3, there's like 3 ways Riles can lose. He has a mechanical failure. He has to pit for a tire or fuel or something. Or a caution comes out.
And there's 13 cars between first and second. At this point in time.
Carpenter over 6 seconds behind Riles.
I mean, you may be 0.2 of a second faster, but that is still a lot of time to make up.
3 wide in front of Carpenter and Michaels. Four lapped cars right in front of Carpenter, all battling for position very aggressively. That's not something Carpenter wants to see if he wants to get around these cars quickly in order to try and even have a hope of catching Riles.
Yeah, not a good day for Hayner. Qualified 17th and is in 35th.
Carpenter has now gone around one lapped car, while Riles has yet to pass another. So that's now 12 cars between Carpenter and Riles. For a second there, I thought Carpenter was going to try and shoot the middle between the 71 and 03.
Probably would have worked better than what he did do, though. Say if there wasn't this traffic, I might actually give Carpenter a chance.
I think Carpenter's been slowly picking off Riles' lead, though, even with the lap traffic in front of him.
Just not enough with the...
Yeah. Oh, no! Riles just pulled away a little bit that time because of the 03 and 71 battling ahead of Carpenter. A whole tenth, or at least half a tenth, I don't know, added that time by. Dalton now around the 73. Carpenter's going to try and pass the 03 on the high side. I don't think it's going to work, though.
I mean, he's still out there.
Yeah, that's true. Riles has about a second until he passes, or until he catches to the 78.
And, well, Carpenter almost had it cleared on the back straight away.
Yep, but Michaels drove it in deep into the corner.
You're a lap down, Michaels. Let him go.
There's no such thing as blue flags in the NSCA, apparently.
Yeah, but it's not going to make him any friends in the garage.
Yeah, that is definitely true. Second on through fifth have all passed the 73 and are all right in a line with no lap traffic between any of them. Michaels has pulled away a little bit from Carpenter. Looks like that. Maybe.
It looked like he ran about the same lap that time, though.
The 03 and the 88?
Yeah.
Oh no, the 03 had a faster lap time than Carpenter that time.
Well, I meant the 97 and 88.
Oh yeah.
It was like 0.003 of a second difference.
I think Carpenter's trying to regroup after trying to pass the 03 and having Michaels just dive bomb into the corner there. Well, not but dive bomb, but drive it in really deep.
Oh, we have a yellow?
Oh my goodness, things have changed.
I don't know what for, but we have a yellow.
My goodness, this changes everything. Let me review, because apparently we do have that yellow. I have no idea why. I did not. Okay, to give you some context, during an online league race, I was made a boss, and I threw a yellow because people were like, "Oh, I need a yellow," and you know, me being tired, I figured, "Oh, you know what? I'll give them a yellow, give them a chance," and of course, I was berated for that because they're like, "No, we didn't actually want a yellow. We're just saying, oh, I need a yellow." And Yeah. So
I'm
I
not
can.
seeing anything.
Neither am I. At the time the pace car lights first come on, or rather when the pace car starts moving, I should say, I don't see anyone around. Maybe it's just one of those bullshit debris cautions. Because that were very uncommon back when NASCAR was still NASCAR.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I don't know, I don't see anything.
Nor do I.
Well, this does change everything. It doesn't look like any of the lap traffic is gonna pit and get out of the way of the leaders. So Carpenter will have a lot of work to do to get up to Riles, who will have a clean track ahead of him. And we'll have less than 10 to go. In fact, we're at 9 to go right now, and the pace car lights are still on.
Yeah, Carpenter probably wishes it happened about 5 laps sooner for a double file instead of single file.
Yep. Top. I do have some good news, though. The top 25 are all on the lead lap. So he doesn't have that many lap cars between him and Riles. So we wait for the field to cycle around. We'll either have 5 laps to go or 6 laps to go, depending on when the pace car lights turn off. Hate how you can't just accelerate through races like this, but then again, this is a multiplayer server, so...
Yeah.
And pace car lights are off. We will have 6 laps to go when they get the green flag. I'm giving a vote of confidence to Riles, but I'm still going to ask for predictions here.
I'm going with Riles, unless he just has a bad restart and Carpenter immediately jumps to the bottom and passes like half of these guys, if not more. That's about the only thing I can think can happen outside of a Riles mechanical failure.
However,
I
does Jesse, Asami, or Allen try to make the jump on Carpenter and move up a couple of positions late in the race here?
don't know, but the pace car is off.
So they come into the restart zone. Green flag is out. Riles gets the jump.
And the 88 jumped to the wrong side. And he's going to lose second to the 9.
Here comes Dalton now.
Or not.
Dalton backs out for some reason.
Yep.
Lamas now to the inside of the 73. Sami now going to try and make the pass on the high side. With the not damage on the front end for nose, because I have that glitch going for me again.
And it's only 2.25 seconds between first and second, but too many lap cars.
Yep.
Unless Carpenter gets aggressive here and made that 3 wide.
Riles coming down to 5 to go. He's just got to pray that the lap cars don't all just suddenly slam on the brakes and allow Carpenter to fly past them. Or
they can slam on the brakes, but be right in front of him.
Yeah. Well, move out of the way and slam on the brakes is what I was going for, but...
Yeah.
He also hopes that he won't have a mechanical issue. God damn, that glitch is annoying me. Damn it, Ryan Vaughn, why did you have to rear-end somebody on pit road? Well, Carpenter's still trying to get around Michaels. Doesn't drive it in deep into the corner like Michaels did to him, though, so... Dolan and Sami now trying to get past Gorman to get to Carpenter here in a late going.
Yeah, this is Riles. Carpenter was just way too passive this race.
Either way too passive or lap car's way too aggressive. Either way, can Carpenter hang on a second?
Yeah, because that 9's right there. And he's not afraid of being aggressive.
Dalton now going to the inside of Carpenter.
There, the 3 dive bombed right in front of him.
Well, the L3 wasn't necessarily dive bombing so much as driving in deep into the corner. However, Michaels is slower. That's going to allow Carpenter to pull away from Dalton by a lot. Can Carpenter complete the pass on the outside this time? He's got 1 lap to stay ahead of the 9. However, Riles, he didn't lead every lap, but he's dominated this race through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Riles coming down. He's going to see the checkered flag and get his 2nd win of the season at Pikes Peak International Raceway. Carpenter hangs on for 2nd. Dalton, Alan Blitzo, Asami Kiro, Lamas, Mullen, Langthen, Merzlak. Blitzo, I'm here wrecking. Why are people wrecking? Oh my god, it is fuckery on the back straightaway. What the fuck?
Probably some tempers.
Some tempers, literally everyone is getting into everyone else. This game, I swear. Anyways, where was I? Oh, yeah. Langthen, Merzlak, Paul Blitzo, Spencer, Ravenhurst, Crago, Steelman, Legacy, the top 15. Here's the rest of the results. Well, I missed Camping World. Whoops. Oh well.
Whoop.
Well, 6 races until the chase now.
Well, I gotta say about this race is I hope Michaels has some bodyguard. Because the way he drove out there, he probably not gonna have friends with either Carpenter or Dalton.
I won't be surprised either. But that's a story for next time. We're going to be going to Las Vegas next week. So, who will be able to roll the dice and find themselves a chance to get a spot in the chase? Any predictions next week, Joseph? Not Joseph. Cody. Sorry, I'm used to calling you James Joseph. So.
Well, it'll probably be whoever Lady Luck chooses.
Well, that's next time. But until then, thank you all so much for watching. Cody, thank you for joining me. And I'll see you guys at the next race. So long, everybody.